Shut up, fuck faces. Hey, we're back. Now, you don't know that we're back because you didn't hear the beginning the first time, but we already started this, and this dumb motherfucker forgot to press record once again. But hey, it's fucking Sunday. We're here. What's up, Chris?
Well, first thing, let's just go ahead and blame Harry Guy.
Yeah.
We'll blame him for fucking everything.
Yeah, that motherfucker, he spends all of his time darting and going to Spain, but he can't come over here on a Sunday and press record for us?
Yeah.
You fucking cunt, Harry Guy. All his fault.
Yeah, he's home polishing his fucking dart tips and playing with his dick.
He's not polishing a trophy because the motherfucker went all the way to Spain and couldn't even bring him first place. So,
Hey, you know what? Yeah, we talked about that fucking draping the American
failed
flag.
America.
Yeah,
He
you
failed
let down
America.
the whole country.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we're going to get taken over at any point by China because he lost to Spain and fucking darts. They see our weakness now. They're ready to come after us, Chris.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
You know what he did say about that Spain trip that was pretty cool? He said, nobody tips.
You know, what he said about the Spain tip, go into that part. The titties.
Should I go into that part?
Yes, of course.
Well, he said that, he went there with some friends. And he went with a married couple. That's who he shared a room with. There was like 8 or 9 people there, I think. But the married couple, he said that she slept in the next bed topless.
Topless. Well, you said that she went to sleep covered up, though, and as the covers fell off of her in the middle of the night, then he could see her tits. So at that point, I told you that if it was me, I would have turned over and not looked like a gentleman. This is his friend's wife, who obviously didn't mean for him to see the titties. That's why she covered up with the cover. But as the night goes on, you know, you toss, you turn, next thing you know, you're not covered, and the titties popping out. And here's old Harry Guy in the corner, I think, popping off. He didn't tell us that, but you know he was. I mean, this guy don't get to see many tits in real life.
No, I don't think he gets to see any.
Yeah, that he didn't pay for or that aren't just mistakenly shapen. It's just... his life isn't that great. So, I mean, he finally got to see a titty up close within 4 feet because the hotel beds are, kind of close.
Yeah.
And I guarantee he's popping off over there to his friend's titty. And I think Harry Guy is basically a rapist. That's all I'm trying to say. In the
I'm
end,
sure he didn't touch
Harry
it or
Guy, he's a rapist.
You know, Harry Guy's got a pretty good
Lock him
fucking,
up.
idea of who Vern Schillinger is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's his guess?
His guess is Jason Colliver.
Jason Colliver could be Vern Schillinger.
Because he actually went and listened to the last Vern letter and went back to a thing that Jason sent us. He said the wording was all the same and it was all very
Well, that's psycho. For one thing, to even know what episode Jason Colliver sent an email in, because I think he's only sent us one, and he went out and found that and then compared the writing and stuff. Harry Guy, not only is a rapist, might be a murderer. I'm not sure. I'm not crossing him. He's my dude. All right?
If you weren't going to get caught, would you rather be a murderer or a rapist?
A murderer.
Really? If you weren't ever going to get caught?
I'd feel better about murder than I would rape.
Would you?
Yeah.
What if you raped someone who was like a real asshole? Real bitch.
I'd feel better. I don't know.
See, I just don't know how many people I can name off the top of my head that I would actually want to kill.
I'd be a murderer. I'm a feminist.
Oh,
yeah. See?
you are.
See?
Hey, we got a guest.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
We got a guest on the
You
show
do all
today.
introductions. I'm not good at them.
And I'm telling you, we've talked about having this guy on for a long time. You heard us in the past talk about the gathering of the Juggalos and the ICP army and all that shit. Well, we've got on the show our buddy Josh from work, a bona fide real Juggalo.
Now, do you consider yourself a Juggalo, though?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I should probably... Sorry.
Oh, hell yeah. Now I'm on.
You gave a whoop whoop even.
Yeah, whoop whoop. I'm definitely down with the shit, man. I've went the past 3 gatherings and I fucking love it. I'm down with the culture and I love the people. So
well, we've watched video after video of the gathering of the Juggalos, and I've just got a shit ton of questions for you about shit I saw, and I want to know if it really goes on.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
I'm pretty sure.
First of all, you sound just like my favorite guy from that videos. But the favorite guy from the videos is the dude that's doing nothing but sucking these fucking whippets all day. And every time he says something, he laughs. And I fucking piss my pants laughing at this dude. He's doing an interview hitting this gun. It wasn't like a little fucking whippet. He had a gun.
Okay, word. Pull up the video. Let's see it.
I don't got the video.
You don't got it?
I should have prepared the video. I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, so I think you're talking about the Brandon Buckingham video.
Yes.
Okay, word.
Name.
Okay, so actually no.
That's the guy who does the interview.
Okay, so believe it or not, I actually know who that is. That's a dear friend of mine.
The guy that goes.
Yeah.
It's a dear friend of yours, the whippet guy.
Yeah, dear friend of mine. No, so actually, when I pulled up to the gathering last year, he was the his group of people was the group that I ended up like parking right next to, and they had a camp. Like, and I went for 10 days last year.
10 days?
Is that how long it goes?
Dude, I'll be for real, man. I went up to the
There's probably just a campground around there that they all go to, and those are always open.
Yeah, but there's no cops fucking with you or anything like that?
So, like, dude, I'll be for real. I went up to the gas station, and, you know, when I went up to that gas station, I asked him, like, how long had there been people there? And he said, you know, about 3 weeks ago, they started showing up.
Jesus.
And when I say that, like, there were shows in between that, and they had bought tickets to that in order to stay at that campground. And
how much Mountain Dew and Cool Ranch Doritos did that gas station stock
Fago,
up
dude.
to?
Fago.
Well, yeah, they probably.
It's all Fago.
But
it's
you can't get
Mountain
Fago
Dew.
in Ohio.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can, but like a big places like a Walmart. You usually can't get them out of gas stations.
Bro, they'll bring them.
Now,
so you won't see a guy walking around with a Coke in his hand? Yeah.
No, it's a Fago.
It's all Fago.
Yeah, it's all Fago.
It has to be Fago.
It's really all Fago.
I've seen people with fucking super soakers full of Fago just hosing people down. So wait, get into this dude again, this whippet guy. Funniest fucker in the video.
Yeah, he's a dear friend of mine.
He said, he goes, man, and he laughed every time he said something. And then the guy said, well, what's your advice, you know, to the other juggalos coming out here? He goes, do lots of fucking whippets, man, and then drive.
And then drive. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's fucking around.
And drive.
They don't drive anywhere because they're hanging out at the fest.
And then he laughed like that. And I swear to God, this guy was killing me. He was so fucking funny.
Did you do any whippets with him?
Oh, no, I actually don't do whippets.
I don't like whippets. I never did like whippets. They were always around me and everything. And
that's a big thing out there, though.
Yeah, well, it's a big thing anywhere people do drugs.
So but the guy said there's whippets all over the fucking ground.
Yeah.
So if you want, it's the Brandon Buckingham video, if you want to look it up. But nah, dude, like I can't speak for like on anyone's like behalf or whatever. But at the gathering, there's hella whippets. Like when that dude said that you can build a house out.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like honestly, I've found like some really funny parties following the whippet trails of people, and then after that, then you find a bunch of people smoking pot, and you're just like, hell yeah, all right, I'm down to.
All right, well, I'm just gonna start with these questions because a lot of these things that were going on there, I want to know if they're real. A lot of naked people.
Oh yeah.
Dudes, girls, just walking around butt ass naked.
It's true.
And then when they ask them,
not as much men as it is women. There's a few men, but like not nearly as much.
Women just walking around naked.
Yeah.
And the one woman said, "Well, you know, it's all about family here. No, you know, I know that nobody's going to try anything." And then they went straight to that dude in the tent. You know who I'm talking about if you're familiar with that video. And he goes, "Hey, what's the gathering all about?" And the guy said, "I'm fingering skanks and fucking whores." And I'm like, that's my main question. How much fucking is going on at this gathering? Is it right? You walk down the fucking path and there's people fucking there?
I mean,
gangbangs, orgies.
I'll be for real. Like people are a little bit more like discreet, but yeah, you'll definitely. It's like fuck around and find out. You know, like it's definitely like common, but I wouldn't say that it's like absolutely everywhere. You know, but I mean, like,
are there girls that are going there just saying, "Hey, dudes, come on"?
No, not
none of that.
I mean, I can't really. I don't know for real. Like,
you haven't seen that.
See, that's why Chris is trying.
I haven't seen that. Like, but I'm sure that you could probably find it if you look. You know, like if. But I really couldn't tell you. I don't know, dude. It's more like people are very people are very against like the like. It's a Juggalo justice thing, and like people are
Juggalo justice. They got courts. We got a setup. We taking them to the magistrate.
Is this kind of like against the system kind of thing, or it's fuck the government thing? Or?
No, it's definitely not. It's all about family, man.
Yeah, they don't want. They were already put on the FBI watch list, dude. Don't try to get them in trouble.
All right, now everyone on that video said it's all about family. We're a big family here, but there is no fucking way that there's not fights there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, every now and again, a few bad apples spoil the bunch, and there will be fights and whatnot. But I'll be for real, bro. Like, I've seen like only a few of them, not very many. Yeah, most of the people are actually really good people. Like, and like as I said, a few bad apples spoil the bunch. But bro, like those are my family, dog, for sure.
Well, I mean, I've seen guys on there. There was that guy you showed me that was getting hit with a fucking whip, a fucking bull whip, And the guy said, "What the fuck are you doing getting hit with that whip?" And he's like, "Well, this guy's paying me $2 so I can go up to the drug bridge or whatever and buy some drugs."
Drug bridge. That's one of my favorites.
It was either the drug bridge or the drug whatever, but he was going up to buy some drugs.
That was an old ass jug, or I don't think that was at the one in Ohio.
Yeah, I just don't. Shit's probably the same.
Probably.
As it was back then. There's a old man walking around trying to bum money off people, and you get to staple it to him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a $1 bill below the neck, or if you want to do the head or the fucking face, you got to give him a $5. And he carries around a fucking stapler. People are just fucking stapling this dude. Is everybody there just fucked up all the time?
I can't really say everybody. There's definitely like a large community that are in like the sobriety thing. They do have a thing. Like Steve-O went there and he
did he go there?
Yeah, he actually hosted an entire day and he talked about like how how his life is doing and how he's like sober
since he's
now.
quit drugs.
Yeah, and like it was actually like really inspiring. And you know what, there's a lot of people that like will go up on stage and who've had like a rough time, and they'll be like, if you're going through like a hard time, like they'll really promote like wellness and like being like
Juggalos counselors, huh?
No, dude, it's just more so like people looking after each other.
See, then whoever made the videos, everyone says family. I get that.
It is,
but
family.
It just looks to me like fucking crazy rowdy people just going fucking nuts for about a week.
Oh yeah, I mean, like sometimes more. I mean, but like people, we're rowdy, but like I think that it's a very discriminated like, and people look at it like it's a lot more than what it really is.
Well, obviously,
see, I don't. I've been to quite a few ICP shows, so like I've never really thought anything more than it's just a bunch of people partying and having fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, everybody, like
just...
you get to be yourself for a week. You get to have no restrictions as long as you're not hurting nobody. Like then. Do whatever the fuck you want, dog.
See, that's what I get from this video, and that's the video.
That is about. Actually, that's Clockwork E. Those are dear friends of mine, actually.
That guy?
Yeah.
You know all these fucking people?
Oh, I know a little bit of them. I just recorded.
Oh, there's a cop right there.
Yeah, there's a police presence there. It's not completely lawless. I'll be for real. Oh yeah, there he is.
That's him. That's him. Every time he says, "Look at the gun! Look at the whippet gun that guy's got."
He's a good dude.
No, you actually...
I'm actually right there in that video. Do you see me?
Oh,
shit, that's you!
That's me.
Holy shit, that is you!
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, fuck. We're getting fucked up tonight at the gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, this guy's awesome.
You make whippets look fun.
They're fun, dude. They're fucking fun. You only live once, so, like, do whippets, man. And drive. Do whippets and drive. It feels like rolling a roller coaster, man. Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
My favorite dude by far.
They don't call him hippie crack for nothing.
I have never seen so many whippets
All
in
right,
my
so-
life. They're everywhere. Like I could probably build a mini house out of just the containers laying around on the ground here. Oh yeah, that's where it's at.
That guy looked like Lane Staley on his worst days. Oh, that
was
shit's
fucking
hilarious.
cool. That was you back there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
we
was
actually
me.
fucking saw you there.
I'm in a couple. I'm in like the other one too, I think.
Well, yeah, that is obviously on YouTube, guys, if you want to see it. But I'll just leave that running with the sound off a little bit as we chat. And if you see anything that you,
There's the guy right there with the mask
remind
on.
you.
I'm here to fuck skanks and finger bitches, and I'm fucking your girlfriend.
Remember that.
Show me your butthole.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay, we got to get to the show.
That is the main thing that I really want to talk about because
that's the main thing. We brought you on here just to talk about the show me the butthole clips.
Well,
oh, truly.
if you've ever listened to the podcast, you'll know that I'm a butthole aficionado.
Oh, an enthusiast.
Oh, totally.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
all about the butthole. Is that a regular gathering thing? Show me your butthole. Or is it just a handful of guys that walk around saying "Show me your butthole"?
No, dude, it's everybody.
It's everybody.
It's everyone.
See, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, no, dude. It's actually it's very common.
Is it
yeah, no.
Is
it's
it
funny.
insulting if somebody says "Show me your butthole" and you don't?
And how many buttholes are we getting to see?
mean,
if you say
you
it?
don't have to. Like, you can tell
But
them to
everybody
fuck off.
does.
Like, yeah, dude, it doesn't matter. I don't
So
give
if
a
a girl
fuck.
walks by,
maybe
show me your butthole, she'll
maybe
show
not-
your butthole.
Maybe not everybody. I mean, but like the way I see it, like it's one thing. Like I don't know, man.
See, I'd go for the buttholes.
You're going strictly for the butthole.
I don't want to see guys' buttholes,
Strictly
but if
for the
I
butthole.
have to look at a couple to get to the girl ones, I'll look at a couple. I mean, I will definitely. I'd be the guy wearing the sign that said "Show me your butthole." I'm a butthole guy. As a matter of fact, Matt's family calls me the butthole guy. Matt's an entire extended family.
Fat Matt?
Yeah. Apparently, Matt's got a family function in about 2 weeks on a Friday.
You're a celebrity in these family functions, huh?
And several of his family members said, "Hey, is the butthole guy going to be there?"
Yeah, good for you, bud.
I want to bring the butthole guy. So that's me. I'm the butthole guy. I do a lot of work on my butthole. My butthole's pristine, and
How much do you care about his butthole? Because I know I don't give a good goddamn about it, and he talks about it constantly.
You know, man. It's one thing. Like people love saying that shit up there, bro.
Show me your butthole.
Yeah, dude. It's
right
common.
in, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you would.
You need to go to the. You need to go to the
You
gathering.
would
I don't know
fit
what you're
right
waiting on.
Well, I'm.
You could probably get free tickets.
Well, see, here's why I am apprehensive about going to the gathering.
Because you're old.
No, it has nothing to do with old. There's older people.
Well, no,
in there.
because I'm.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm 42, and I feel like I'm too old, even though I grew up in the ICP generation. Just to let you know, I was not ever a juggalo per se. But in like 1997, 96, 97, I got pretty big in the ICP for like 2 years maybe.
Okay.
And I went to a shitload of their concerts. You know, was all about that shit.
Hell yeah.
And then I
Whoop,
kind of
whoop.
dropped off at some point or another. I think they lost me after what the fuck? Which one was Great Malenko and then the Amazing Jekyll Brothers? I think they lost me after that one. I don't think I liked anything after that.
Okay.
Or maybe I just grew out. I don't know what the fuck it was. I just stopped listening to them. But I was very well experienced at going to the shows. I had a moment of clarity, I felt like, at one show when I was on acid. And not about ICP in general, or actually about ICP, where I thought, these motherfuckers aren't even rappers or anything. These are Harvard graduates. This is their fucking main project to get out of college, is to be able to trick all these people into buying all this merchandise. Because I was amazed at the amount of merchandise they were selling. Like $150 hockey jerseys would just go fucking like that every single show. And meanwhile, Fago, which was a nothing before that. You know, growing up, we remember Fago. Everybody just thought it was the generic ass pop.
Yeah.
And then you go to these shows and it'd be fucking everywhere. And you're like, these guys have single-handedly probably saved this company. You know what I mean?
Probably.
They might have doubled their fucking profits.
Because you know, if you're a true juggalo, you probably drink that shit when you're at home too.
And you take everything out of the band and just look at the marketing aspect of just these two dudes did. It's fucking genius.
Now the question
it is
does
genius.
Fago like sponsor anything at the gathering?
No, they don't.
No,
Not
they've
at all.
always kind of.
You would think they would.
No, but that's
Nope,
even
they've
smarter.
never sponsored them.
But that's even smarter. Because they can keep them at arm's length and not be associated with the bad things, that true or not. You know what I mean? You definitely, Juggalo's got a bad name in general. You know that. I know it. They probably shouldn't, but they do. And they can keep themselves at arm's length and not claim them, but still get all the fucking money from them. Why would Fago want to claim them if they don't have to? You know, it'd be different if ICP all of a sudden came out and go, fuck, fuck Fago, big K, want something like that. Then maybe Fago would have to make a left turn and go, never mind. Yeah, fucking wicked clowns.
See,
But they didn't have to. It was genius. It was genius. All around. I respect that fucking band so much. No matter what anybody says about their music or anything else, I respect that band and their ability to create what they did. I mean, it's fucking amazing.
Is it all flavors
it's
of
all
Fago
underground.
or just the orange?
No, it's all flavors.
It's all flavors,
Yeah.
but it's got to be Fago.
And it's all underground, too. And they've never been major labeled. So those guys are probably fucking loaded.
Well, that's the apprehensive thing for me about going there. I was never, with all the music I was into ICP. I just never got it.
Well, there's a
I never
shitload of
understood
different
it.
kind of music.
But the whole point is, if I go to this gathering and anybody's talking about it, I literally can't jump in that conversation.
Yeah.
I'd look like a poser.
Yeah.
I'm at the gathering of the Juggalos, but I don't know shit about the band. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure there's lots of
Right.
people like
That's
that.
That's why I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I shouldn't go to this because it's all about fucking ICP. I don't know shit about them.
But it's not.
I know their names. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, it's about like family, dog.
That's what I mean. I don't
see,
think a lot of them look at it as just a band thing, like
It's
just an
really
ICP
not.
thing. It's a juggalo.
It's a
thing.
culture, and I get it.
So, like, let me put it this way: when
almost
you
like the
go
Dead.
up there, man, it will change your life. They're like pretty much like they're like the rap equivalent to the Grateful Dead.
They are.
In a
Yeah, and
very
I've been to
big
Dead
sense.
shows.
Well, without-
I love the Grateful Dead.
without
for
the
real.
traveling part.
Well, yeah, but like
I mean, I know they
people
tour,
will
but-
come from everywhere. Like I have friends. I've met somebody from France who came all the way from France to come into.
Yeah, I've seen the
dip
people.
your nuts in my soup.
I mean, I know it's everywhere.
Yeah, dead ass.
But see, it's like when I went to my first Dead show, which was only about 3 years ago, because I'm not into the Dead, but I wanted to experience it with the
Okay.
Shakedown Street. And I would imagine the Shakedown Street is a very tame version of what the Gathering is.
Very tame, yeah.
Very tame. But it showed me shit that I had never been exposed to before. And I was like, I just kind of went with it. You know, me, the guy who doesn't smoke weed, next thing you know, I'm eating brownies and walking around with a fucking joint, smoking with the fucking T-shirt vendor. I said, fuck it, I'm going to live this. And then I went into a coma from the brownie and passed out on the ground
Such
for
a
3
pussy
hours.
when it comes to the weed.
3 hours. I'm laying on the ground. And I was thinking to myself, well, these are hippies. They're going to take care of me when I'm out. You know what I mean? Nah, didn't work out that way. Guy stuck his head in my ear and said, I'm going to fuck you in the ass.
What the fuck?
Swear to God, just fucking with me because I was all fucking bent out of shape. But anyway,
Man, that's whack.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I
don't
was
know.
thinking that it would be a lot like that, except hyped up maybe 100
So
times.
let me put it this way: they don't go into rape culture at all. Like actually, like that's the kind of thing. Like if there's anything like that, they'll figure it out and then they'll stomp a motherfucker, dude. They're really
Is there
quick.
mosh pits at ICP shows?
Absolutely.
Oh, there is. So there's a big mosh pit at the Gathering.
Okay, so you want to hear about a really crazy time that happened to me at
Fuck yes, I
a
do.
Mushroom Head show that happened there. So I was big chilling, and Mushroom Head was going on, and there was a mosh pit, and there was a fight that was in the mosh pit. I was already in there, but I wasn't involved in the fight, and he was all like, all right, break up the fight. We're going to settle this in the Wall of Death.
The Wall of Death.
Yes.
Yeah, let us know what this wall of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's when like they split up the venue in like
Oh,
two
and then you all
areas,
just run at
and
each
they're-
other?
Yeah, and they're all like,
Yeah,
if
that's a
you
classic
don't
heavy
want to
metal thing.
participate in this, then go to the back.
That's a classic heavy metal thing.
So
You'd
wait,
see
a
it, like,
full
Slayer
sprint at each
concerts and
other?
Stuff. Yeah, you
Oh,
split
yeah.
up and everybody would just go,
And so like when
Oh.
like fucking Braveheart.
Or like Troy. Yeah, one of those movies. Yeah.
yeah, so like when all that was going on, the fight like disperses or whatever, they go to the Wall of Death, and I'm about 3 people next to one of the people who were in the fight, and across the way is the other guy, and he gets like he crouches down and points straight at him, and I'm sitting
So
here,
he's in.
like-
He's into this. He
and
wants
I'm,
it. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is about to go down. All right, I'm about to see what's good with this. Let me take my glasses off. I'm about to start potentially swinging fists. Like,
Oh, you
I
were
don't
gonna
know.
jump into the wall,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I'm in the Wall of Death. I'm like the main line in the Wall of Death.
Full participant in the
Yeah.
wall
Yeah,
of death.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
dude, if you're gonna go, you got to be in the wall
I
of death.
agree, I
Come
agree.
on, I would be in the wall of death.
I would too.
And so we start running at each other, and he does a flying kick straight to his jaw, man. And then next thing you know, we're just like at each other, and that was insane.
So punches thrown everywhere.
Actually, no, it was that
once
was
you get
that
there,
was
you're
the
just more
only.
mosh.
Yeah.
That was the only like real fight that I saw. Other than that, it was just moshing. But I was full on prepared, like for whatever was going on. I mean, it was a metal show at that point.
Yeah.
And not only that, it was the Super Gathering. So there's a lot of people that weren't Juggalos that were there. There were people there that were for the metal shows, and of course, like that's going to draw in like
they
a
usually
whole
have pretty good
different.
comedians too at their shows.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they usually got 1 or 2 decent comedians that you would know. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's been some names that you
See, I
would know.
can see
that,
Stanhope there.
nah, Stanhope's a little bit too. I mean, he would fit in. Don't
System,
get me
yeah.
wrong, but no, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Stanhope is, he's a crazy person, but he's a very contained crazy person.
Yeah.
He would not go to the gatherings of the Juggalos.
Well-
he'd be scared.
My first ever mosh pit ever. I jumped into a Guar mosh pit,
I love gore.
and I was at the concert because it was at the club
That's
I worked
Juggalo adjacent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
A
they go
bar.
there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean. That's definitely Juggalo
at. And there's
adjacent.
a mosh pit there, and my buddy says, "Hey, let's jump in there." Well, I fucking throw myself in. I was young. I think I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
I was young. I went in there, and I came out bleeding. And a guy threw an elbow. He didn't throw it at me. He was just doing this number, when he caught me with the elbow above my eye, it fucking gashed my eye open.
Dude,
I come out of there, I'm like, why the fuck does anybody want to go in there? That fucking hurt.
You get used to it. But I grew up in mosh pits, being a punk rock kid growing up. than going to literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of concerts. So, I was used to it, but some are worse than others. Like, there's hardcore mosh pits, the hardcore bands. We had a local band called Suffocate Faster way back in the day in Cincinnati. And these guys at these shows, they were all the local tough guy, basically, all bald and would just beat the shit out. I mean, they were throwing punches and kicks the whole time. It wasn't a mosh pit. Yeah. It was literally just them in there throwing random punches and kicks and sometimes
I'm out
hitting each
on
other.
that. I'm out of
No,
that.
I would never do that one. But just your basic mosh pits, I love those. I'm too
Well,
old
the
for them
basic
now,
mosh
though. I
pit,
feel like I'm out
thought
of
was
breath
just
after
you go
5
in there
minutes.
and you just push the guys and you blah blah blah.
It
But this
is.
dude
Yeah.
was doing this number, this Nazi thing.
Yeah,
it fucking
Nazi
caught me
thing.
right in the fucking eye.
Damn.
Next thing you know, I'm bleeding and I'm going, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
See, as a veteran, you got to know who to watch out for. You know?
Absolutely.
There was
And
just
my
so many
favorite
people in
spot
there.
was always on the outside. I didn't like it, towards the end there, when I reached probably about like 28, 29 into my 30s, I would just stay on the outside, so I wouldn't be in the pit, but I'd still get my pushing in. You still get a little in, feel like you're in the action.
Well, we were trying
People
because
come
it
and
was
hit
a
you.
big, huge mosh pit, and my buddy's like, "Let's just try to get to the other side." You know what I mean? So we just started like walking through there, and somebody come, and I give him a fucking shove, and I was moshing.
That's the
And all
great
of a
thing
sudden,
about
here comes
mosh
the
pits, too.
elbow.
It's easy to get to the front of the fucking place if there's a mosh pit.
Oh, yeah.
Because if everybody's just gathered there standing, excuse me, yeah, and especially as a fat guy, you feel bad. Like, you're really having to part the seas to get my fat ass through. But in the mosh pit, you can just go through, push a couple people. Next thing you know, there's only 3 people between you and the stage. Now, mind you, the whole time you're getting fucking hit in the back. But hey, you're right there. So it's kind of nice.
See, I would think like this gathering mosh pit would just be fucking intense. Is there like a million like porta shitters out there? Is that where everybody shits in the porta potties? It is. So everybody camps out.
What did
Yeah.
you think went on? Do you think Juggalos had their own shitting style?
Well, no, I
Of course
didn't
they
know
had
if
porta potties.
I didn't know if the gathering was like, right by a town or in a
No,
town.
that
or,
place
you know what I mean?
is like, it's
Yeah.
pretty out in the middle of nowhere.
Man, they actually like kind of they'll ban like people with like face paint from like different like restaurants and
guaranteed.
stores and
But
everything.
that's they
Like,
probably have to. They've probably had assholes come in there all fucked up and been assholes and scared their regulars that are there every day. You know what I mean? So I get that. But
I mean, I don't know, dude. I just think that people are really scared of the culture for real, not necessarily that people are assholes. Like, a lot of them are like, and I would say like
What's the
we're
shock
very
culture?
we're very like kind people for real. I'd definitely say, and like there's like some people will definitely be assholes, but like
I don't disagree with you. I don't think it's the culture in general that's dangerous or anything like that. But as he just said, it's a shock culture. So when you're in mom's diner, you know what I mean, and you're serving up Uncle Bill every day,
And you're that silver
so-and-so,
guy
so-
right there, you know
and then
what I mean?
and then all of a sudden, you guys come in with face paint going, "Show me your butthole" to the server. At that point, and I know you're probably not like that, and most of the people there aren't. But if you get a group of how many people go? About 4,000 or 5,000 probably at that place.
there was like I think there was like 10,000.
Yeah, you get a group
last
of
year or
10,000
something like that.
people that are hanging out getting fucked up for a week. There's no way you're not going to have some psychos go out their way and be assholes in town. You know what I mean? It'd probably be the same thing for a dead show. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
In-
yeah,
any-
that's
any
that's
kind of thing.
anywhere.
That's
That's
what I
anywhere
mean.
that you go for real.
So when you're showing up and you're already in the face paint, that shows you're deep into it. So like you might be better off with the guy. You're not in face paint at those shows. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
imagine the
like,
guys in
but-
face paint might be a little bit extra. So if they show up like that, I could be like, they can't be here. You can come, but the face paint guys, all right, stay outside. You're scaring Teddy.
I don't know. I'd paint my face for it if I was feeling like it. But you know what? I haven't done it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? The people I
but-
imagine that paint their face are probably a little bit more of the extreme part of that culture.
I mean, I feel like if you're in it, you're in it. Like, and if you're down for the culture and you actually like it, then like it's a welcome. And if you don't like it, fuck off. And
I
that's,
do agree with
that's
that.
just like how I feel about it. It's no difference to me.
Yeah, no, I get you. Like I said, I grew up in the punk rock culture, which I think is very adjacent to that. You know what I mean? That where we're kind of a outcast and such. But I was always one of the guys that I was with that group, but I was never the guy with the mohawk and the spiky leather jacket and shit like that. I dressed like you dress. Just maybe a
Right.
band shirt and some jeans and shit like that. So. Whereas the guy with the spiky jacket showed up to the same restaurant, it might scare him the same. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where me, more of the mild-mannered version of that, even though I wasn't mild-mannered at all. I at least looked it, just like you. I don't think you're mild-mannered at all, but you look fucking normal. You know what I mean? They're going to let you in, but maybe not the fucking
But see,
face
I
paint
think that's one reason why I want to go. Because I can tell you right now, I will never adapt to the culture. I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
To adapt to a new culture. I don't get the band. I don't understand it. I don't condemn it. I'm free thinking. Think how you want. You know, I'm good with it.
Absolutely.
But I'd want to go simply to people watch. I'd want to go to experience it. I want to staple the guy's forehead with a 5. I want to show someone my butthole. I want to see that part of it. The party side. That's what I want.
Then you sound like you are actually down for it, because honestly, people will go there all the time, and we don't go there for the lineup. Like, I don't go there for the lineup anymore. I could care less about it. Honestly, I know that there are dear friends of mine, and I don't get to see them nothing but for 1 week out of the year.
But my thing is, are they going to look at me like some kind of poser and go, dude, we aren't, on exhibit here?
They're going to pay attention to you.
I'll be completely honest with you, man. They'll probably fuck around with you. They'll probably joke with you, and then after that, then they'll be like, "Oh, this is your first time. You want to get into the culture. Well, clearly you're here for a reason." They're very welcoming people.
Just
man.
do a whippet.
It's just like one of them things, dude.
I wouldn't do a whippet. I mean, I'd get fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Like, and at that point, like, just
to show you belong.
But I mean, I'd show everybody my butthole.
Hell yeah, dude.
Walk by and said, "Show me your butthole." My pants would be down, my cheeks would be wide
open. Fucking run it. Hell yeah.
See, but at the same time, I'd be asking everybody, hey, honey, let me see your butthole. I'd ask everybody. I would go there and
you'd say it like an old gentleman, though. Did you hear yourself? Hey, honey, let me see your butthole.
Well, I would fully submerge myself in the people watching aspect. That's why I want to go.
You have to.
Oh, yeah,
I want to stand outside the mosh pit. I don't want to go in, but I want to watch these fuckers tear each other apart.
Same.
And then I want to go over here and look at this girl's butthole. And then,
Well, then go, man.
I want to.
Well, go.
I really want to, because I think that's something. That's
what are we talking?
Experience.
August, July? When is it?
It's the first week of July.
First week of July.
I think that's an experience
Happy
that I would
America.
literally carry with me forever. I was there.
Oh yeah, it'll change your life.
I was there. But it won't change my life in the way it changed yours.
Yeah, that would make sense.
You're too old to have your life change like that.
Well, yeah, the whole point is I would say, fuck, I experienced something.
You know what I think you should do?
What's that?
I think you should go. You should play a character, and you should put Kiss makeup on, and go there as an old confused guy that thought you were going to a big Kiss concert.
See, I'd get eaten alive.
No, I think they'd think it was funny, and you could fuck with them.
Oh.
Why? When's Kiss go on? Shit.
I don't want to go there like the old man. I want to be that cool older dude.
You'd be on the documentaries though if you were in the Kiss makeup. Like, did Kiss go on at 9? Who are these guys?
I'd be walking around with the beer bong, and I'd do a whippet or two.
No, that's the way you'd have to do it.
Yeah, and that's the way I would want to do it. I would be like, hey guys, I'm cool. I'm just here to party, whatever. I'm not into this fucking culture because I don't get it. But I'd play that part for the week I was there. Or the few days I was there. I couldn't do a week, I'll be honest. No
okay.
fucking way.
Yeah,
But
dude.
when you say that you can't get into the culture, what are you saying exactly? Because you kind of are into a lot of the same aspects
here's
that
the deal.
Culture would be
I
into.
won't be able to...
These are people that basically just like to party and have a good time.
Right, but I won't be able to look at those 10,000 people and the dude getting his forehead stapled, and I won't be able to say, that's family. I won't be able to do that. And the whole point of this culture is, hey, we're all family here. Mm-hmm. I won't be able to look at most of these people and say, yeah, we're family. I can't do that.
Well, you don't have to do that. I mean, they're not.
That's the whole culture.
I guess.
Man, you would.
Some of it is just little.
I just want to people watch and get into it. Believe me, I'll participate in all the shit. Somebody walks up, hey, fucking, here's a fucking Fago gun. Host this crowd. And fuck yeah, I'm fucking Apocalypse Now. I'm showing buttholes. I'm doing all that.
I guarantee, too, you'd like the ICP show.
Oh yeah, you would love it.
I've heard them.
I will say that, like, live, I've seen a lot of bands and a lot of hip hop bands, and they're one of the better live hip hop acts I've ever seen.
I mean,
do
they still play? They're fucking old, dude.
Yeah, they run it.
Yeah, they still do it.
Oh, they're at every one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Like
they're younger
last
than you.
year, I saw them. I want to say. I want to say I saw them 3 times last year.
Really?
Yeah, they played multiple.
Oh, so they go to
times.
every gathering.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
Every
their
single
thing,
one.
man.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think they would go. I think
yeah.
it would be like, hey,
No, that's their thing.
Man,
that's like having a Grateful Dead fest without the Grateful Dead.
Right.
That's the whole point of it. That's their original show, and
So
it's kind of turned into something bigger than that. But the whole time it was their thing, the Dark Carnival they used to.
So
call
is there one big stage there, or there's stages all over the place?
There's multiple stages.
So there's bands going constantly.
We haven't talked about that. You played there, right? You
I
do
played there.
hip hop and you actually perform there.
Yeah. Okay. So you know how like you were talking about those people, the Silver Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a group called Clockwork E, and the group that I'm in actually.
Okay.
We just recorded a song with them.
Right.
So you do the silver stuff too.
I don't.
What do you play?
See, we do hip hop music. I play guitar. I play bass, piano.
Oh, really?
I'll do a little bit of drums.
You actually do
yeah,
musician?
Yeah, I
You're a
actually
musician.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been like doing more like beat pads and different things like that. But
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you guys played there.
yeah,
Now, what kind of style of hip hop you would consider what you do?
I don't know. It's underground.
Okay.
It's underground. I can't really define it for real. Like, we're very versatile with it, with it all. So like,
So you think I would be welcome there?
oh, absolutely.
Because I fucking believe me, I'll jump in.
Yeah, man.
I'll do it all.
Jump in.
If
I mean,
you're
what I'm saying is, I'm
down
just
for
not
it-
gonna,
first, man.
walk around with my fucking beer looking at people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, what's going on over there? Fucking, I'll jump right in there. Hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're fucking tattooing this guy's face. Fucking give me the gun. I'm in. You know what I mean? I do.
Right. And you know what? You'll see that kind of shit.
I know,
bro. Yeah,
I've seen it,
like,
and that's what I'm
it's-
saying. I jump in on all of that unless it was a matter of me fucking getting hurt. I ain't getting hit with a bullwhip. You ain't stapling a 5 on my forehead. Not happening.
You don't have to. Those are the people who are offering to do it, man. Those people made that decision themselves.
See, I
love it.
really want to go.
They love it every year.
I'd let him staple a 5 to like my arm or something.
The arm's 1.
Not a. Oh,
You get a 1. If you want to go above his neck,
yeah.
it's got to be at least a 5 or more. 1's you staple below his neck.
Man, that's a tough dude. I am charging 5s though. I can have my own price.
And you know what's funny? When the guy doing the fucking interview he goes, I can't do your face, man. I can't. But he stuck 2 on his chest. Mm-hmm. The guy didn't even make a face, man. Thanks.
He probably on so many Percocets.
Fuck. And he was older than me, that dude, the staple dude.
He's eating Perk 90s. Like, just fucking
I don't know, dude.
Hasn't shit in 3 years.
You know, it's crazy because hard drugs are actually really discouraged up at the gathering.
Why?
Like that shit, you'll get ran off for that.
For like acid or
No,
like
no,
heroin?
no,
Heroin.
like heroin
Yeah.
and different things
Meth.
like that.
Oxycontin.
Meth, yeah.
See, I would think meth would be gigantic at this gathering.
You know, bro, like, I'll be for real, like, the people who, like, party, you know, like,
It's there.
it's there. I mean, it's a music festival. There's
Yeah, all of
large
it's
groups
there.
of people. All of it's there, but you know what? People are a little bit more discreet about it than others, and some people are more open about it.
To go in the tent and do it.
Yeah, you could go and you could, like, be right next to somebody who's probably off to the fucking moon, but, you know, like, you wouldn't even know, like, not everything's completely out in
See,
the open.
I'd be walking around there with a fucking beer helmet with a bottle of Jaeger in it. I'd be a party guy. Mm-hmm. I'd be
then-
fun as fuck.
Then you'd have a great time.
But if a guy said, hey, what's your favorite album? I'd go,
Just say Riddle Box and walk on. That's what most of them are going to say.
Riddle Box?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll say
I think that's the one where they kind of broke out during,
Is it?
you know what I mean? Where they never went mainstream, but you know what I mean? They got bigger on the underground with Riddle Box. And
Have you ever
they got
got
a little
laid
better.
there?
yeah.
The girls walk. I mean, there's
So,
it's gotta be a big party.
actually,
Everybody wants to fuck.
So, a girl that I went with, we ate some mushrooms on top of a Ferris wheel, and then after that, we fucked while in a hammock. I can't remember what band was
Hammock
playing.
fucking. That's
Yeah,
hard
dude.
to do.
People walking by.
Actually, it was right in front of
too
the
fat for
second
hammock
stage as all that was going on, and they all went fucking, hey, look, they're fucking, and everybody was like, whoop, whoop.
See,
and
I'd be
then,
that
like,
guy.
Yeah, dude, it was
I'd
fucking
be up
lit. It was
in
a
your
great
fucking
time.
ear going, whoop, whoop, man, lay the fucking pipe. That would be me.
Yeah, dude, then, okay, then you're definitely down for
Fucking
the
hit
culture.
that
What the
pussy,
fuck,
whoop,
man?
whoop.
How about you fucking go, dog?
I'm telling you,
You'd love it.
I'm
It's
really
it's
thinking
for
about
you
it.
then.
See, I giggle twice and keep on walking. But
Oh,
I mean,
no,
that's
not
me.
me.
I like watching the whole experience and getting
No,
high.
while you were hitting
and
it,
observing.
while you were hitting it, I'd be looking at her butthole.
Dude, I mean, yeah, I did, of
Show me
course.
butthole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you know what? Like, then, like, and I was still watching the show. I don't know what
me,
band was
man.
on, but you know what? If I watched all the performances on that stage for that day, I'd find.
Have they announced the lineup for this year?
They're still announcing the lineup.
Oh, it's a slow announce.
Yeah, they just announced Shakewell, and I'm really excited about.
What's a Shakewell?
Shakewell is a rapper.
I mean,
somebody
they have
you're
any,
really
like,
into.
do they have any big names ever come to this? Like,
Yeah, dude.
Like, commercial
There are
lights.
some decent sized names I've seen
So
before.
I saw Bone Thugs and Harmony my first year.
really, Bone Thugs played there.
Bone Thugs
yeah.
does it a lot, actually.
You know, I have only seen them play there for 1 year. but like I haven't been to like all of them.
Yeah, you went to 3 of them. I think
Right.
I think they were one of the original ones that came a lot that were biggest.
What do you pay? Do you pay for like the whole week, or do you?
Yeah, man, it's like $2.30 a ticket or something like that.
And it comes. You get the campground with it. You get.
Yeah.
So you just put a tent wherever.
Dude, they got Kung Fu Vampire.
You know, I
just like that name.
I met Kung Fu
Alien
Vampire,
Ant Farm, Arrested Development.
I like Arrested Development. There's a bunch. I mean, some of these are probably names that other people know that you just don't know.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I mean, the top of that you were showing. I mean, I knew most of those names.
Yeah.
You should click on the video and pull up that video for the for like the actual gathering like website.
So
I'll look at last.
So
year.
basically, once you get into this gathering, you don't leave. Pretty much.
No, you can leave.
Yeah,
People
but
go
most
to their
people
hotels.
they do have hotels.
Yeah, people will go to hotels and different things.
So basically, this is all new to me. I didn't know that the main focus of this gathering was a music festival.
Yeah,
I knew there was music there.
Yeah, KRS-One played there last year. Sir Mix-a-Lot,
Really?
Slick Rick's there. Yeah, I mean
Kid
that's
and Play.
That's some big names there. I would love to see KRS-One.
I
just to say I saw them.
I've seen KRS-One twice.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was great actually.
Of course, he's one of the masters.
Let's see, now I really want to go.
Well, go, dude. What's holding you back? You're a free man.
I won't go alone.
Oh, I'd like to go with you, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm talking. I'm probably good for like 2 days. One camping night because I want to experience
I think it only
nightlife.
lasts 3 days, right? And then just some people party for longer.
Yeah, it's like 3-4 days.
Yeah,
but,
officially
like,
it lasts a couple days. Yeah.
So after like the end of it, like by noon, everybody's got to leave. So like everybody just leaves, like at that point.
See, I want to go, and as soon as I get there, I want to start fucking drinking. And I want to fucking stay up as late as I can all fucking night. I want to experience a 48-hour period.
What do you mean? I'd be afraid to go to sleep.
So,
See?
I mean, if you're having fun, then why would you sleep?
You're not in the
True.
culture. Well, because
I'm not in the culture.
Because the human body needs fucking sleep.
People will walk around all night blaring like horns and shit, like police sirens, and they'll be screaming "fuck your sleep" like all night. You'll
But
hear
see, what
it.
I would do is I would pop
all
my
the
head
time.
out of the tent and I would say something probably along the lines of "Shut up, but show me your butthole." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? You can tell them to fuck off, bro, and then they'll be like, "Fuck your sleep," and then they'll just keep walking.
I think every single person that I passed, at least every female, I would give her a "show me your butthole."
Yeah, you're gonna be obsessed with that part
well,
of it.
see,
of course
like,
I would.
dog,
Yeah.
I'll just be real. It's definitely like a good thing to be mindful because like some people like I don't know, like it's cool to like say it or whatever, but like definitely just be mindful because some people are definitely like.
Hey, that's
I don't
my
know.
girlfriend. You ain't seen her butthole
kind of shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd be
dude,
cool
and-
in that way. I wouldn't,
and,
you know,
like,
I-
and you know, like it's,
I'm not going to go there and make a dick out of myself, but
Yeah, absolutely.
if it's someone walking by that's like partying, fucking got a drink in their hand, I think that I'm going to see her butthole, I'm going to ask.
Hey, and don't discourage him for getting beat up by a bunch of juggalos, because I would love that. If I'm there and Chris gets his ass kicked by 3 juggalos, that's my weekend's made. So don't discourage that. You're ruining my fun at this point.
But I will tell you,
all right?
that'll kill my idea of the culture. Family my ass.
I don't know,
just got
man.
Family
beat.
my ass.
I don't know.
Hey, there's family fights, dude.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
see,
big brother
I
has
just
to knock
don't-
little brother down.
I just don't want to be looked at like the poser who's just there to fucking watch the freak show.
Well, you are, though.
But then
That's
at
what I
that point,
would
you're
be.
a part of it, though.
True.
Like,
If you're
Oh,
joining
that's
in.
right.
yeah. Okay.
And I'm
so,
showing my butthole, so I'm part of the shit.
Yeah. See, like.
I played one festival
I'm down
once
for that.
was called Skatopia. It was out in the middle of buttfuck Ohio. And I mean, it was like on Bam Margera's show and all this other stuff. But they had, a 3-day festival. Our band played it. We played at fucking like 3 a.m. on top of some skateboard ramp. It was fun, but the fucking thing was nuts. And they had this like big track that went around this whole thing, and then you would camp on the outside. And these drunk fucks would take their cars and just race around the outrack and go out of control and knock into people's tents. And it would kill them if they were there. And they're fucking psycho. The whole time everyone's shooting bottle rockets just randomly. So there was constantly bottle rockets streaming by your face and shit. It was a wild fucking time. And that's kind of how I imagine it, but I don't think it's even that crazy, is it? I mean, it's pretty safe as far as everything like that.
I mean, yeah.
You're not going to get killed. Like that Skatopia thing, I felt like I could get killed at any point. It was fucking psycho.
Nah, man, it's a very safe environment.
Yeah,
actually, you'd be very comfortable there.
I made sure we set our tent up in the worst spot because it was like 8 trees deep. Because at least I knew a car wasn't going to get through 8 trees and kill me. But we're sleeping on these fucking rocks all sideways and shit all night because I didn't want to die.
If I went this year, would I see the laughing whippet guy? Would he be there?
He's a staple, I imagine.
I mean, I'm sure that he was probably going to be there.
Because I want to fucking get a YouTube video of me talking to that dude.
God damn, I wish I noticed you were in that video beforehand because that makes me laugh that we were watching this video and the whole time Josh
whole time you were
literally right behind Whippet guy that you're a fucking obsessed with.
I'm obsessed with Whippet guy. Yeah. I mean, because he tried to talk serious for a minute.
So are you gonna like interview him if you talk? Because I could probably talk to him.
Yeah, if we went up there, we would bring recording equipment.
Yeah, because we'd use it for the podcast.
Well, if you're doing it for the podcast, I could probably just ask him for real. Like,
fuck yeah. I definitely want to talk to him.
I could see if he'd be down because I'm sure that he would be, and I'm pretty sure he does like streaming himself or some sort of
he's got to. He's just too fucking funny not to.
So I don't know. I'll definitely. I can't.
Whip it weekly.
I can't speak on like his behalf or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
But
dude, I'd have a weekly segment this week in Whippets.
Yeah,
he come on, whatever.
But I mean, if I went there, I'd want to talk to a whole bunch of fucking people.
Of course,
you know what I mean. I want to be like that guy, just walking around, fucking part of it, talking to people.
Have you seen the stunt show videos?
No, I don't think we've watched that.
They have a stunt show. It's called the World's Most Dangerous Stunt Show.
Yeah, you've told me about that. That sounds crazy.
So it's like Jackass times 100.
Well, Jackass.
Nah,
is
bro,
it's
it's about Jackass level for sure. We flipped a car last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was like kind of in the segment. I'm sure that like they already like had planned it. I don't think
Let's hope some poor guy didn't drive there.
No, it was actually like in the stunt show. I'm pretty sure it was going to get destroyed anyway.
Oh, that's my Cobalt.
Yeah.
So,
dude, how am I going to get home?
But no, like they had like a thing there ready to like pick it up and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was a planned thing.
We got to get some segments, buddy.
Oh, we pushing it?
Well,
well, I'll tell you what. For those of you that always wanted to know about that gathering of the Juggalos, now you do. At least you know a big part of it.
Dude, we're going. That's all there is to it.
We're going.
We got to go. We'll make arrangements. We're going. At least for a day or two.
I think we have to.
Yeah, I owe it to my life.
Are you going this year?
Of course he is.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for a couple of days. Bring some recording stuff. Just fucking party for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid time off for it.
Are you? You getting PTO for it?
Yeah.
And you know, if Matt wants to come, there's a good chance he won't be the fattest guy at the gathering.
Oh, that's very true.
You know what I mean? Because he
won't be.
confirmed, guys, for all you guys that were wondering, Matt was the fattest person in Argentina. He confirmed it. We're good. And now, but we're pretty sure that he will not be the fattest guy at the gathering. So come on down.
What a title.
What?
Hey, I'm the fattest guy in this whole country.
That's a fucking achievement, dude. Don't knock it down. Let's get to this. All right. Does that make me gay? You being new to the show, this is a segment where Chris asks us a question, and we tell him if that makes him gay or not. It's pretty simple.
Okay, now, some of the times it'll just make me weird, but you have to, if you saw me doing what I'm about to tell you, you would think to yourself, that guy's gay. That's the whole point of this segment is, does that make me gay?
And for the record, I very rarely think he's gay with any of this stuff. I usually just think he's either gross or weird or, whatever. It's a lot of times to me isn't really gay per se.
Gross is relative.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of things that people think are gross, but they would do them if they could.
These are a little bit not
People think I'm weird because I love to eat butt. If you've never eaten a butt, then you don't know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you've never,
It's not about the act, by the way. It's just like eating pussy. It's not about the eating the pussy, the eating the butt. It's the reaction that you're getting out of the lady while you're eating the butt.
The squeak.
If you're not getting anything out of it and she's just laying there like a dead mouse, then you're not interested in eating butt. But,
She's pushing that cornhole into my face. Yeah, I'm digging it. Like a day off. Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. I'm drunk one night. I'm with a buddy. I'm drunk. And girl calls me up and says, I want to have a 3-way tonight. Bring your buddy over. So me and my friend go over there, and we're standing H. We're fucking doing everything that we can to this girl, and with this girl, not to this girl, because then it looks like rape. But she invited us over. All right, so I'm sitting in a chair watching this girl ride my buddy's dick. Okay, now realize this is all completely hypothetical. It's not real. All of a sudden, she goes up, the dick pops out. Without thinking about it, I go over and grab it and shove it back in. Does that make me gay?
For one thing, you've told this one on the show, so I am not.
I've never told it to him.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying I'm not answering.
I mean, dog, like, did you mean it? Like,
yeah, I grabbed it and put it back in the hole.
He said, I put it back. Okay.
Yeah, because you know, when it slips out, there's always that brief second where you're wondering, should I put it in or is she going to put it back in? Well, I didn't want them to have to think about it. I grabbed the pole and shoved it back in.
I mean, dog, at that point, teamwork makes the dream work. Does that make you gay?
That's what I'm talking about. It does not make me gay.
I mean, I don't disagree. I've always said that does not make him gay. Again, I went straight to that makes him kind of weird, that's his instinct.
I mean, yeah, like I initial instinct.
Maybe,
like, I mean,
because I had a cock in my hand. You know what I mean? And I'm not the kind of guy who wants a cock in his hand.
Well,
but I just got caught up in the moment. It popped out. I wanted to help.
I mean, maybe a little bit weird, but probably not gay.
All right.
I wanted to help.
I like to help.
No, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
You're a good guy like that.
I mean, when it was over, I would probably, think my hand was melting off. But the whole point is, in the moment, it popped out.
You were a helper.
And I shoved it right back in for him.
Good for you, buddy.
So it does not make me gay.
No, I agreed with that a long time ago when we went over this one. I didn't think it made you gay either.
Weird but not gay.
Yeah, weird but not gay.
Yeah.
That's usually where I go with these.
Okay, for the record.
Yeah.
If I was actually watching two people fucking it popped out, you have almost no chance whatsoever of me grabbing it and putting it back in the hole. It was just for the purposes of the show. I'm not really going to help. I'm not a helper like that.
You're not that great of a guy.
My extent of helping, like in the course of a threesome, would be like, I might go to the bathroom and get the wet towel, but I'm not cleaning you up. I'll get the towel. I'll put some soap on the towel. I'll make it warm, but I'm not wiping anything down. But I'm still helping.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
Because I always like it when the girl goes and gets the towel. Because if I stand up, the goo is going to go everywhere. I don't like that. I'm not a cum person. But I'd get the towel for you.
Not even urine cum? You're not even a urine cum person?
My own cum doesn't really
bother
creep me
you,
out.
right?
It doesn't really bother me, but I don't want it running down my leg or anything.
You're sitting in mine.
I've got one.
All right,
asshole of the week. My asshole, and God, this really pissed me off. I tee off on homeless people a lot. Not that I'm
unhoused.
Unhoused people.
Unhoused.
Not
people?
that I have.
Thing, dude.
I don't have anything against homeless people. Okay, I give money, unless I think they're fucking lying and fucking me. That pisses me off.
That reminds me, I almost gave $1 this week. Almost. I was getting in to get my pocket. My kid was in the car. I was like, "Oh, good example," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I gave him another look. And I'm like, he's not homeless enough. And I, you know what bothered me? He had his Cash App on a sign. I'm like, Cash App? What the fuck is this? Like, I ain't donating to the homeless guy with the cell phone and the Cash App.
And the credit card.
Yeah, that's good. Motherfucker has a bank account,
I normally will almost always give money if I see a woman there. I don't know if that's sexist of me to think that because she's a woman, she couldn't work.
It is sexist. It's the same reason doctors give them Xanax and they don't give it to me.
Right. I'm driving down the road, and I'll even tell you the fucking corner. I'm on the corner of Plum and 5th, right in front of that little bar with a girl's name. I don't remember the name. Tina's, right. Right in front of Tina's is a woman holding up a sign. Please help.
I'm homeless.
Homeless, blah, blah, blah. But here's the part that makes her a fucking asshole to me. She's got 2 children with her. And, of course, I'm going to give money. There's children there. But I'm looking at it as this cunt is using these fucking children to fucking collect money.
Or she's homeless. She's legitimately homeless. Where are these kids going to go while she's collecting money? It's
My
not
whole
like
point
for
is,
a daycare.
do truly homeless people keep their fucking children? Or is the government going to say, okay, you're a homeless kid, but I don't care? No, they're probably going to put him in some type of shelter or something.
Yeah, they'll probably take him away from the kids.
Yes.
Probably not.
My whole point is this woman had 2 kids. And the kids were sitting there looking all pathetic and dirty. And I'm sitting there going, well, I have no fucking choice but to give money. So I did. Mm-hmm. But I was sitting there thinking, what an asshole you are to fucking use your children like this.
I always thought that people with kids could get some sort of housing. I remember growing up, or not growing up, but I was like 16, 17. I became friends with this girl who was 21, had a kid. And she lived in these, shit townhouses. And I remember asking how much she paid in rent. And she's like, I don't. They pay me $28 a month. Now, granted, this was in 1995, 96. But she got paid like $20-something a month to live at this house, like after everything was said and done. And I always thought, that was an option for people that were growing up super poor. Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to live on the actual streets.
Right.
And with kids.
I mean, if you got kids, tell me you don't have a friend or family member somewhere that's going to say, bring your kids over and sleep here. And whether that's the case or not, I really don't care. The whole point I care is that this bitch stood there with these fucking kids in the fucking heat, sweltering. Hey, kids, you're going to sit here all fucking day when there's somewhere else these kids could have been.
Maybe.
More comfortable.
You would hope.
You would hope.
Yeah.
And it's not that I gave the money. I didn't give a fuck about the money. It was the fact that she was using the children like this.
Well, I'm glad your asshole of the week is a single mother with kids living on the streets.
It makes it makes me look like an asshole for saying it.
Person.
I'm not a horrible person.
My asshole of the week's Chris Tees. For fucking saying some fucking poor homeless lady with kids is his asshole of the week.
I truly don't believe she was homeless. I think she had somewhere to live with these children, but
chose not to.
The whole point is, even if you're going to fucking be out here, fucking show me a picture of the kids. I got kids. Help me. I'm going to help you.
Anyway,
the whole point is, don't let these little 2 fucking kids sit in the heat all fucking day while you fucking trick every motorist that passes by. You're a fucking asshole to me. I'm sorry you're homeless, if you are, but I didn't think she was, because I could tell her hair was freshly washed. She was not unkempt.
She wasn't super homeless like you said.
No, she was not unkempt at all. She had not new designer clothes or anything, but she didn't have ratty, dirty clothes. Her hair was washed and combed. She had a place to stay.
There was a guy back in the day.
So leave the kids there, asshole.
There was a guy back in the day on Short Vine down in Clifton that would always carry around a baby bottle and play the story. Hey, my wife and kids are down the street in the car. We ran out of gas money. We're on our way to Georgia, blah, blah, blah. Can I get a couple dollars? And you'd see him every fucking time you were down there.
Yeah.
So once you became a regular down in that area, obviously you just ignored him. But he had that same hustle for like 4 years straight.
It probably
He'd be
worked.
there every fucking night with that bottle because Bogarts would always have a new show or whatever. Sudsy Malone's would have a new show, and he'd have a fresh set of people that would be down there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it worked. It was a good scam as far as I was concerned.
Well, it just pissed me off that this woman subjected those children to that.
Hey, I've put a lot of thought into this unhoused thing over the last week for some reason.
You don't like the term?
No. What do you think of unhoused instead of homeless?
I mean, dude, I really think that, like, if you're homeless, you're homeless, dog.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the truth.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
and you know what? I mean, like, I really don't think that it should be a demeaning thing. There's people who are homeless that live inside, like, fucking vans and shit that they decked the fuck out. I mean, I guess they got a home. Some people are living in fucking tents.
And that's the idea. And that's
like,
when you really break it down. That's why they don't like it, because the idea is like they don't have a home. Like, home is where the heart is, kind of thing. Unhoused. Aren't you unhoused? You live in an apartment. That's not a house. Isn't anyone that lives in a trailer unhoused? They live in a trailer. They're not, they don't have a house.
Yeah, but I don't live in a refrigerator.
No,
box.
you don't. I'm just saying, like, you don't live in a house. So to say unhoused, most people are unhoused. They don't live in an actual house. You live in a house? You live in an apartment or a condo? Where you live?
I live in a house.
Oh, he's not unhoused. You, sir, are unhoused. All right, but
I prefer it if you call me homeless.
But you're not homeless because you got a home. And that's what I mean. Someone that lives in a trailer has a home. An apartment has a home. A condo has a home.
When you say the term unhoused to me,
a home.
I think maybe you were foreclosed on or evicted.
Yeah, it just don't make sense to me.
You were forced out of your house.
It's a bad term. I'm saying if you don't want to call them homeless, whatever, and your idea is that you can not have an actual place to live in and still have a home. Maybe some of these people like living. I don't know why they're trying to protect that term. Seems fucking stupid to me. But come up with a better one. Unhoused don't make a goddamn bit of sense. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I got a friend that like lives over in the slabs.
What's the slabs?
Like Slab City.
Explain.
In California, it's like just. I guess it's like
Skid Row.
Like pallets on the ground. You fucking
like they. I don't really like it. I guess it's kind of like a big part of the homeless population or something like that.
Well, California,
like,
especially in LA area, has just giant chunks of like actually homeless communities.
Yeah.
And I maybe that's where these terms come from, because these people, that is their home. That's whatever.
I do want, before I get to you guys, asshole, I do want to make it clear that I am not the least bit unsympathetic to homeless people. I give money. I try to help. I just find it fucking shitty to use your children like that.
I mean, yeah, if you're using your children,
she was, because she was showered.
Like, I get just as annoying when they have dogs.
If you are faking a dog, then that's kind of fucked up. I actually have a dear friend of mine who wrote a book. His name is Stephen Roof.
Stephen Roof.
And
ROOF?
Yes.
Okay.
He traveled the country, like hitchhiked across the country 16 times.
Yeah, back in the days they called those hobos.
And, well, he's a drifter.
Yeah, I'm drifter.
Yeah,
that works too.
And so
they always do the murders though. Watch out for this fella.
But anyway,
those drifters.
So, I met him at the gathering. He's with the past like 2 years, and he has a book. It's called The Diary of a Drifter, and it's a really good one. And
there's got to be some interesting stories in there.
Absolutely.
The Diary of a Drifter.
Cool name.
I killed a lady in Maryland. Took her leg.
Nah, man, it's really insane. Like he, as I said, he traveled the country 16 times.
See, it's amazing to me. 16 times across the country, you've probably gotten each time a couple hundred rides, because people turn and they just take you as far as they're going. Mm-hmm. That no one ever fucking tried to kill the dude, pulled out a gun and say, fuck you.
That's people the problem.
Yeah, they have.
Like that's actually like in his book, and you can read all about that and everything.
Dude, my dad hitchhiked to Yellowstone, and back then it was just a normal thing.
Everybody
you just fucking did it, but you don't do that shit nowadays.
No, fuck no, you'll end up
And then
dead,
back then
man.
you shouldn't have done it either. I'm sure there's plenty of people that end up dead, and it just wasn't like today where everything's connected and you find out that people got murdered, and there's everything else. Like I'm sure plenty of people back in the day got murdered, and that's why they probably stopped.
Yeah.
Because that's what I always want to do. You see a hitchhiker, fuck, this is a good chance. I can murder someone. And I usually pass up the.
See, the difference between you and me is you could murder somebody. I think of, let's say I see a girl hitchhiking.
You're a rapist.
Wonder if I could fuck her. No, not forcibly.
I don't know. You're
not
a rapist.
Forcibly.
In the 80s, he was
like
a
if
rapist.
she would get in and go, hey, I'm going to Texas. Are you going that far? And I'm like, well, not really. I'm kind of going out of the way. How about if I fuck you the whole way? Will you go that far? I'd probably say, yeah, I can.
Let me ask you this. 2023. Mm-hmm. You're fucking. Your buddy's got a girlfriend. She's wasted. Whatever. He leaves the room. Tells you to go in. Doesn't tell her, and you start fucking her against her will. Is that rape?
Yeah.
Rapist. Who? You. That's what you did back in the day.
No, I did not do that. I was going in to look.
You fucked.
I didn't fuck.
You fucked. You remember?
I didn't touch.
You said you were going to. Remember?
I didn't touch. I
went in there to look, and then she saw.
Hold on a second. Let me fill you in.
No, he's a rapist.
My buddy had a girlfriend who hated my fucking guts. Okay, she hated everything about me.
She hated him.
Hated me.
He's gonna go in our liquor puss.
But no, I wasn't.
I think you were.
Quit fucking embellishing
You're changing this story to make it sound unrapey. The original one, and hey, Harry Guy, our fucking historian, you look it up and tell us which episode he fucking admitted to rape.
It was kind of a crazy house that we lived in. All right, this girl hated my fucking guts. Just hated me. One night, they're in there fucking because they fucked like nuts all the time. And he goes, dude, come here. She's blindfolded and stuff. Go ahead and take a peek. I'm going to peek. I walk in there. She's fucking legs in the air, fucking blindfolded, strapped to the fucking bed. They were doing some freaky shit. I go in there to look, and as I go down to get a good look, the blindfold pops off, and she sees me. Get that motherfucker out of here, and goes nuts on me. Get that piece of shit out of here. I hate him. I didn't touch her.
I feel like the story's changed. I feel like
the story did not change.
Where you either said you're about to take your first lick, or you're about to take your first stroke, and then the fucking thing popped off.
I had no intention.
And then I pointed out at that point you were about to rape her.
I am not. I've never raped anybody. I'm a very consensual person. But if you say,
nowadays that's why I call you the 1980s rapist.
Well, first of all, that was in the 80s.
Yes,
things were different then.
No, they words.
Not a lot's changed.
See, not a lot.
All I'm saying is, I wasn't going to go in there and stick my dick in this girl. That's rape. I'm not going to do that.
I know it is.
But I was going to look.
I don't know. I don't.
Dude,
think
I was like 20 years old.
I know you're going to keep on going back to the time, but Mr. MCP, if you could look that up, timestamp it, give me the episode. We'll get to Chris admitting that. Don't worry, statute of limitations is over. It's just a court of public opinion at this point.
I didn't do anything. I'm not a creepy motherfucker. I was going in to look. Everything I do is consensual.
Everything. That.
When I fuck that guy's wife, it's consensual.
She agreed to let you take a peek?
Well, no, she didn't agree to that.
Yeah, hairy guy. Maybe you should look at a hairy guy. He's just like you, old peeper on the fucking bed, looking over, wanking off in the middle of the night to your fucking...
Oof.
Anyways, you got an asshole? You said you had an asshole.
You know.
Did you lose it?
Roger Waters.
The guy from Pink
Floyd?
Yes.
What's he up to?
I don't know, dude. I just had to say it. But
It's Roger Waters.
Just Roger Waters.
See, right now, Jim Pope from work is fucking looking for your address. He's the most diehard Pink Floyd fan on the face of the earth. What in the... But he won't...
I love Pink Floyd.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
But fuck you to Roger Waters.
What did he do?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
He is Pink Floyd.
Is he the one that's still touring and getting all political all the time and stuff? Is that why you don't like him? It's politics?
Yeah, dude. He's
Okay.
turned from being like a
super
musician to trying to be like a politician.
Yeah,
And it's funny you
He's
say that
just trying
because
to push,
on this
like-
podcast, I've mentioned all the time that I fucking hate that.
Nah, he's been,
Yeah.
apparently this new tour and the tour he's done the last couple of years have been super. You know, I'm
Political.
a lefty, but I would get on my nerves too. Like I came fucking saying brick of the wall. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
right.
about your opinions on that stuff. But you know, whatever.
Hey, once you're done with DeSantos, how about comfortably numb? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But and I hate that. That's my biggest pet peeve as far as the music. I'm a big concert guy. I go to a lot of concerts.
So
if
do I.
you start telling me about your political views or this or that, you lost me.
Well, and I don't
Yeah.
even mind a short excerpt. You know what I mean? If you want to, between a song that maybe means something, say something, you know, that's fine. If I get maybe a 1 minute political thing out of my hour and a half experience, okay, I can handle that. But it's the ones that do it in between every song or have big, like 5-10 minute long
And
things.
that's what Roger Waters is
and that's
doing now?
apparently what he's doing nowadays. I've heard that his concerts are fucking amazing, but at the same time, if you're not into and even if you're into it, because like I said, I probably agree with a lot of what he says, but I'm not there for that. So,
Yeah, I didn't pay
you
the
know,
money for this ticket.
you know,
for that.
and if I want to
Right.
go hear a political, you know, if I want to go watch Noam Chomsky speak, I don't want him to sing me a fucking song. You know, like
Right.
that's just not what I'm there for. So
Right.
Right.
I get that. So yeah,
So,
fuck him.
Fuck Roger
Yeah,
Waters.
fuck Roger.
Deadass.
Shut up, buddy.
And you don't have one.
Fuck right off.
No, dude, I'm a really good guy.
You're a really good guy.
I'm a really good guy. I should have all sorts of assholes this week because I spent $5,000 making my house be able to flush my shit again. So I should, but you know, in the end, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And I'm not a rapist, dude. I'm not.
Well, that's good.
I'm not that guy, and I'm not.
He said a peeper, not a rapist.
I'm not even creepy.
Nah, he's a rapist.
Okay.
Name your prize.
I'm going to do my name your price specifically for you, Josh. I've done this one
Tell
for
him
him
what it is
before.
first, 'cause you don't know what the difference is.
I'm gonna give you a scenario,
All right.
and you're gonna have to tell me how much somebody would have to pay you to complete that task.
And there's no saying it not happening.
10 billion. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
I
can't
mean,
do that.
yeah, no. I'll
Give
be
me a realistic.
I'll be
number.
reasonable.
A realistic number.
Realistic.
Well, it can't be 10 billion, and it can't be. It's price. I could never.
Fuck you, I ain't-
everybody has a price for
I
everything.
ain't touching
Shut up.
that dude's balls. I don't care if you give me $1 trillion. Yeah, I want a realistic answer.
Okay.
I'll give you a fucked up scenario. I've given it to him. It's one of my favorites.
Okay,
and
I've already
since
done
you're
it.
new on the show, I'm going to ask you. A guy approaches you, a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know he was gay. Well, he's going to a gay orgy. Okay, it's a 24-hour-long gay orgy.
Fuck.
And he needs he needs a cleanup guy. Your only job, you don't have to fuck anybody or let anybody suck your dick. You're just walking around with a wet towel and you're cleaning up loads. Hey, this guy just dropped one on my ass. You're wiping it off.
You get
Go to the
gloves.
next guy,
Man,
you're
that's
cleaning his
fucked
dick up.
up.
Hold on a second.
You get gloves.
You get gloves, but it's 24 hours, and basically you sit in the corner until somebody shoots a load or pulls a dick out with a little poop on it. You just take your towel and you clean everything up. 24 hours, dude. Name your price.
You know, every once in a while you
Name my
gotta
price.
knock a nice speckle of corn off some guy's
Yeah,
dick,
there's
you
stuff
know?
coming out of buttholes sometimes.
Oh, man.
Everybody's not cleaned out. And hey, this guy just dropped a load on my face, and you just go over and clean it off.
Get
You've
that
got
load.
gloves on.
Your skin looks beautiful, sir.
Yeah, you got gloves on.
Dude.
And you're not enjoying what you're doing, but
Listening.
hey, my dick needs a cleaning. Towel boy. And then here you come. And remember, it's only 24 hours of your life, dude. Give me a price.
Man,
Scoreboard stumper.
that's real fucked up.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
Oh, dude, I know, man.
Stop
I
being so
know.
judgmental.
I'm really thinking. I'm thinking like probably like is 20 mil and 1,000 Apple stocks. Is that reasonable?
But I want you to be realistic. You're talking 24 hours of your life.
Yeah, bro.
Tomorrow at this time.
I ain't cheap.
My personal price for this is $25,000.
I don't remember. Do you remember what my price was?
It was something around 50 grand.
I thought
think.
it was right around 50
See,
grand.
here's the way I'm looking at it. It's gross. Okay,
Oh, bro,
and it's
yeah,
gonna
no,
haunt
that's-
me. But one day from today, I want $1,000 for every hour I'm there. Mm-hmm. It's going to be gross, and I'm going to probably wash my hands about 500 times. But tomorrow at this time, I'm going to have $25,000 cash in my hand.
Yeah, the way I saw it too, it's like I can just take. Mine was 50, and I was like, I can just take a half year off work and not have, and still make more money than I would have working,
Right.
and enjoy everything just for 24 hours of wiping some loads down. And I have children. I've wiped a lot of asses, so and I feel like, and you have too, and maybe you haven't. Maybe that's why. Once you have kids and you get used to picking up puke and shit and everything else you got to do for a couple years.
But you've never wiped
And no,
a
I'm just
9-inch
saying,
boner with
I'm just
shit
saying,
on it.
You get
Yeah,
you get a
no,
little
like,
bit more willing to put your hands in weird spots that you normally would never do.
Yeah,
So-
but there's
Word.
it's not even a fine line. There's a big fat broad line between changing your kid's diaper and wiping a poop stain off a 10-inch rod that just came out of somebody's ass.
Dead ass.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an issue.
And this is not for 1 second saying anything against gay men. But if you're the cleanup and you're heterosexual, it's going to cost you some money.
Right.
25 grand. You're going 20 mil.
Okay, look, would 10 mil and 500 Tesla stocks work? You either got 20 mil and
What we got to do
1,000
stock options for, dude?
Yeah,
I'm talking to a
man.
couple idiots. We don't know what any of this means.
And I don't think the group is paying that.
You take the money and buy the stocks. We're not giving you the stocks.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
What
What do you
I
think
want
we
the
are?
stocks.
Fucking stock
And I
options.
just think it's so funny because you'd
know how to
have
do
a
that.
uniform. You'd be wearing this white popsicle stand looking uniform, like busboy in the 50s diner. You got your blue rubber gloves on, and you got a fucking towel and a spray gun.
Maybe you would, man. I'm wearing a black uniform and making sure there's black lights everywhere so I can see the stains all over me.
Yeah,
Just so I know where not to touch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Well, yeah, you get no shower for the 24-hour period.
Oh,
You're there 24. They're going. It's a full-on orgy, man.
full hazmat.
No, you can't wear that.
No hazmat.
Gloves. You can
Just
have gloves.
All right, gloves.
Gloves.
Thick gloves.
All right, so Josh here, first of all, has proven his sexuality on this podcast today by requesting $10 million to clean up loads for 24 hours.
Brent told us he would give us $50.
We both said no.
He went, ooh.
We're not in.
I'm sitting here thinking like I better triple my income with these Apple stocks.
Well, I mean, $10 million, dude. You're talking, that's life-changing money. And
Yeah.
to me, 25 grand tomorrow is life-changing money. I could pay a lot of shit off with that 25 grand, or I could have a hell of a vacation for cleaning up a little duck butter. I'm in. 25
I'm in.
I don't want to do it.
You're selling yourself short.
No, because they're not going to pay me $10 million. They might think, hey, the straight guy, hey, come over here and wipe the.
So your final price, money in hand, what are you taking?
$10 million.
Jeez, this guy is really straight.
$10 million. We're really straight too.
Yeah, but you're not
Dude,
reasonable.
Dude, I don't know, man.
You know what it is? You're young. You haven't had life crush you yet. Like eventually, you're just like, "Fuck, I'll do anything for $5,000." I might have done it to fix my plumbing this week. All right, now it's $5,000. If you put me on the spot and I said I had to fucking clean up a couple loads and I wouldn't have to worry about that, I would have been cleaning up some loads. I don't know if I would have done a 24-hour service, but I could have hopped in for another 6 hours and taken care of that and been fine with it.
Yeah, see,
What, are you talking about doing a double at the fucking orgy?
Yeah, I'll do a double at the orgy. All right, to take care of that, I'm good. Fuck, I might not even wear gloves. I mean, just when life starts crushing you down, you're just like, what's a little cum? All right, like just.
I mean, the thing about it is, you're just sitting in the corner while this mound of flesh is going at it, and there's one guy who puts his hand up, just nutted, and you come up. Just do that.
And as we've had pointed out recently, this is a different generation of gays. You don't have to worry about the AIDS as much. They're all on the PrEP, so it's a little bit better.
And according to the gay expert that we spoke to, they clean out their buttholes like fucking phenomenal.
Regular.
You're not going to find it much poop here. We're talking load only. Little spit, some lube.
This guy told us that he takes Metamucil by a certain time each day just so he's properly prepared to get ass fucked. It's impressive.
I mean,
I know. Like he's really putting some effort into it.
That's dedication.
It's dedication.
Yeah. Well, and he says
he's
got a special handle on his shower 3 times a day.
Yeah, it's an ass doucher.
Asshole because he doesn't know when he's going to have sex. Now, I'll tell you what. I wish to God women treated their fucking bodies that way. From what
they probably wish you did
Brent
too, buddy.
told us.
You wash your balls 3 times a day.
Well, when a girl comes, if I know a girl's coming to my house, I shower before she comes over. Mm-hmm. I don't want the sweat nuts and all that. That's why I get the Brazilians. But the whole point is, Brent puts a lot of work into it. You know what I'm saying? He's prepared.
Oh yeah,
good for him.
And we've all stuck our head in a vaginal area and went, whoo, a little tinge to that one. We've all had a little odor spew at us. I don't like that odor. I don't care. And there's different kinds of odors. Yeah, there's that fishy smell you get on a real bad one.
Yeah.
Or sometimes there's just that, what is that?
I like that nice orange roughy pussy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Fuck you!
Hey, buddy, you got a fuck you?
You got to have one of these.
I don't have a fuck you. I might be able to work one up there. You guys talk.
Nobody pissed you off this whole week.
I've had a good week, a good bad week, if that makes sense.
All right, I got to fuck you. I got a good fuck you.
No, I got some fuck you. I got to fuck you over my thing.
Oh, over that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my fuck you isn't anything as philosophical as that. Mine's fuck you. What's his name? His name was Jermaine
Dupree.
No, not Dupree. He's dead.
No, he's not.
Jermaine Stewart is dead.
Okay. Totally different people. I think Jermaine Dupree's fucking Janet Jackson.
Both musicians.
Yeah.
Okay, Jermaine. He was a passenger of mine.
All right.
When I was lifting this week.
Those damn Jermaines.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, I pick people up, little conversation. If they're not into the conversation, I shut the fuck up.
I
don't
could
say
drop
anything.
it quick.
Yeah. I drop it real fast. If I know they're not the talkative type, I keep my fucking mouth shut.
We're both Uber drivers, by the way, also. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Jermaine gets in. I'm like, hey, how you doing, dude? He's got on a Bengals jersey. I'm thinking, cool dude here. Start talking about the Bengals a little bit.
I know lots of assholes that like the Bengals.
But I talked to this guy for, 15 minutes, the length of his ride. I drop him off. I'm like, have a good day. You too, brother. Blah, blah, blah. A little bit later, he dings me on the report.
Oh, yeah?
He fucking dings me.
How bad of a ding?
Said I was speeding.
Were you speeding?
A little. But there was no danger of a crash there.
Who goes the speed limit anyways? I mean, speeding is in over 10?
It was a 45 miles an hour zone. I was going in the 50s somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, 45, I'm going with an Uber driver, I'm going about 53. I go about 8 over.
But he fucking dinged me.
Yeah.
And, Lyft sent me this thing that said, hey, no worries. It's only one. We all get one now and then.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, fuck you, Jermaine. I was cool to you. I gave you a fucking ride. You didn't fucking die. Everything's good. We had a nice conversation. And then you fucking dinged me.
Well, some of those people ding you to try to get a free ride out of it.
I realize that.
Yeah, so that's why those people are usually flagged, too, eventually. A lot of time, I know with Uber, you have to type their PIN in and shit. You don't have to type any normal people's PIN in, but if they fuck over Uber enough, now you got to type in a PIN for them every time they get in because they'll claim that they didn't get the ride or some shit like that.
Right.
So.
Well, same thing with DoorDash.
Yeah.
See, I just started doing people again. I DoorDashed for years.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
But
we both were Uber and Lyft drivers, and then during the pandemic, went straight just to food only.
Oh, me too.
And then switched. Now we're both kind of switching back to people again. I'm actually
And
in
I'm
Uber
16
tonight.
rides away from $1,000 bonus.
Hell yeah, dog.
Oh, really?
So I'm doing it like crazy right
but
now.
fuck you, Jermaine, regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
man,
would you
fuck
ding
off.
me for, dude? I was
Yeah.
cool as hell to you.
Yeah.
I changed the radio station for you.
You know, all right.
Fucking bullshit. He fucking dinged me.
My fuck you
you.
this week.
That ass.
My fuck you this week goes out to a dear friend of mine.
Who?
Fuck you, Dane Jones. Dane Jones.
Dane Jones.
Dane Jones says, I have this plumbing issue. The plumbers come out. They say they got to dig a fucking 5-foot hole in my front yard and fix a pipe, blah, blah, blah. I told him, man, I'm going to be fucking pissed if they get down there and my pipe isn't collapsed. You know, because they put down 2 different cameras and everything. 3 different plumbing companies came out, all basically said the same thing. Yeah, your pipe's probably collapsed. We're going to have to dig it, do this. I went with the ones that cost the least amount of money, which happened to be the first one, thankfully. But, so it's been a giant pain in the ass. But anyways, I was bitching to Dean. I was like, man, I'm going to be pissed if they get down there and find out it's just roots and they could have done it with just a hydrojet and I didn't have to dig it. And he just looks up at me and he's like, well, then dig it yourself, you lazy twat. And he literally, he wasn't kidding. That's what he would have done because these fucking immigrants come over here and they just don't stop working.
These Welsh immigrants.
Yeah, they don't know that us Americans are lazy. We don't do this kind of thing. I'm not digging a 4-foot hole, nor could I have dug that 4-foot hole. All right? Even if I got down there, which I wouldn't have, because my yard is so full of rocks. There was one that took like the fucking, I don't know what those machines are called, the things that dig. It took that and 2 people just to get one rock out of my yard. It was so heavy. It was probably like 500 pounds. All right, I'm not moving that on my own. And also, my fat ass ain't getting outside of a 5-foot hole. If I dig 5 feet deep, I'm stuck. I might as well take a nap. All right, I hope the wife can fucking dig my fat ass out. She can't. There's no way.
Name your price. How much would you pay to watch him stuck in a fucking hole try to get out? You get an hour. You get to sit there and watch him fucking try to wiggle his way out of this fucking hole. I'd pay a lot of money for
I'd
that.
probably pay a lot of money that if I got to watch it on videotape
Because
later.
I can see it in my head right now. You'd get like part of the way up and you'd think you were
Slide
out, then
down.
you'd slip right back down.
Over and
I
over
would
again.
fucking laugh
And
the
not only
whole
that,
fucking time.
But after they dug the hole, I realized I would have been just slipping in literal shit. Because as soon as they hit that pipe part of the sewage thing, the whole fucking neighborhood smelled like poop. Everybody got to smell everyone got to smell my family's shit from the last fucking 2 weeks. And those guys are down, those plumbers, whatever they get paid, they don't get paid enough because they're in a pit of shit, literally shoveling my shit out of a hole and then, patching it all up and then putting it all back. It smelled so bad.
Those guys got to get paid huge.
I think they make good money. I don't think they make what you think they probably should make because to me, that's $100K a year at least job. To be fucking hanging out in a fucking pit of shit.
Yeah.
Hard ass work in the summer. It's hot.
Well, yeah, but for Josh, it would be $30 million a year.
Nah, dude. Wait. Okay,
No cocks involved. They'll do it for $20K.
No, yeah.
Free Juggalo pass.
Shit's different than cock, I realize.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, but what was the question on that one?
How much would you pay to be able to sit there and watch Jason try to fucking climb out of this fucking hole?
5-foot shithole.
5-foot shill.
Oh yeah, or every time I come up and I can't get down, then I slide back into my own shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Splash it a little.
$50.
I'd pay 50.
That's pay-per-view material right there, dude.
Because I could see it. You would get to the edge of the hole, and you'd be teetering on the hole, and you'd slide right back
it'd be
down.
the funniest.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I'm getting out. No fucking way. Dean Jones is just like, dig it yourself, you lazy. And they called me a lazy twat.
Twat's a big thing in the UK. They say twat a lot.
And he stuck to it, dude. Every time I seen that guy the next 3 days, you start digging yet? You twat?
Well, he got hit by a fucking FedEx driver. They caved in the back of his bumper when he was parked. Mm-hmm. And he filed the insurance claim and all that. And then literally did all the work himself.
Of course he did. That's his mentality. And that's why Dean's probably fucking loaded and, and has done what he's done in his life. He's accomplished a lot coming from somebody from a different country in America. So good for him. He has the craziest work ethic. But, we know he works probably 45 hours a week at the casino. And then he probably does another 40 plus hours on all of his rideshare services every fucking week.
Yeah,
and this
Dean's
is a guy
working machine
that already has money. He don't have to do this, but he does it because that's his mentality. And it's a lot of those immigrants' mentality. I know it's weird to call him that because he's from Wales or whatever. But, all those guys we know from wherever country they came
Nepal
from. A
and
lot of those
Bhutan.
guys all have side hustles
Yeah,
too.
other countries have much more of a work ethic than we have.
Not me.
Facts.
Like I said online, I was like, we're the type, we're going to just hire a hillbilly to do it for a few years, and be in debt for a little while, paying it back, because we're not fucking doing that work.
I don't like to look at myself as lazy. I like to look at it as giving somebody else an opportunity.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's lazy. I just don't think I could have done
Well,
it.
yeah, the work ethic over in Europe is much different than it is here. They think if you can do it yourself, do it yourself.
And like Nathan pointed out to Dean, you tried to fix something else yourself and you almost cut off your fucking leg, all right? I've never almost cut off my leg.
True story.
All right? I'll just pay someone so I don't cut off my leg.
Josh, anybody piss you off enough to say fuck you to? Besides Roger Waters?
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Oh, he can always fuck you to Joe Biden. Anyway, you're sounding like a righty right now. Is the Juggalo community leaning conservative these years?
Well, no, dude. I just think that he's just not even. I just think that it's just fuck him. Not politically. It's just like just fuck him.
Oh, fuck him as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trash. Don't get me wrong. He's an old fucking
head sniffer.
And then if I got another one, I'd probably say. The person who tried to like run me off the road on the highway into like semi, fuck him for sure. Yeah, you can fuck right.
See, what I do when that happens to me is if I'm going to fuck them on a podcast, I get a plate number.
Yeah, you get a plate number. You tell them.
I'll tell them what kind of car they have.
I'll look up their address, try to figure that out.
Yeah.
Really get them.
Yeah.
We get some hate mail sent to them.
Well, I'll tell you, this was a good episode for me because I've been very curious about that gathering ever since Jason showed me that first video. I was like, I just have to experience it. I have to go. So I think I'm going to try everything in my fucking power to go for at least a couple days this year.
Oh, absolutely. It's well worth it. And I don't know, man. You'll love it. You'll love the community. It's great people up there.
Well, I think I'm going to definitely come back with a lot of fucking memories.
So do you plan on going up there and like interviewing people like...
If they'll let us, I mean...
I'm sure that they will.
Well, I think a shitload of people do that, honestly.
I'm pretty sure.
It's not like we're going to be original.
You could go up there, and I'm pretty sure like there's things on the website that you can go if you're like media and different things like that. But I don't know. You'd have to
see
look
what I
want
want is I want to do my interviews first of all with that guy.
Okay.
But I want the extreme people. I want I want the power fucking people that are going for this shit. You know what I mean?
Power people.
Well, I'm not talking, I don't want to interview people like me and you.
Yeah.
I want to interview people
know
that
who
are
to interview.
deeply submerged in that shit.
You'll be able to see him from afar, believe me. You'll know who to
I want to interview the guy that I see bending over showing people his asshole.
No,
That's
frankly,
the guy.
So there was a...
I'd want to interview you too. If I see someone like you that just doesn't look like they belong there, that's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There was somebody up there who literally... He saved up $200. He walked around with a sign and he wanted his ticket in and he was like, I'll boo for Carolina Reaper. If...
He'd shove it up his ass?
Yes, he did. And then after that, then he ate it.
Oh! That guy's cool.
Oh, dude,
I want to interview that guy.
Yeah, I want to talk to that guy.
Yeah, nah, dude, it's really cool. They're all really good people. You'll see some crazy stuff, but I mean, like, dude,
that's what I want.
You won't see anything like it anywhere else. And I'll be for real, like, if you go up there, even if you don't particularly know the culture, by the end of it, you will be like, all right, I have a different perspective on this. And I think that anybody who is willing to like even entertain the idea of going should go before they make any sort of like judgment on it and see.
Well,
how it is firsthand.
I'm definitely open-minded to it. I want to experience it. That's why I went to the Dead show and I experienced it. And I even, like I said, I submerged myself in it. I was a hippie for a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually was one.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hug? Fuck yeah, I'll hug you. Come here. I was doing all that. I was doing all of that. I don't know how far I'll be able to go at this thing. These people are seriously fucking intense at this thing.
Yeah,
from
they
what
are.
I've seen. I'm definitely not going to get hit with a bullwhip, and I'm not going to.
I think your experience is
Maybe
what
a
you want it
Faygo
to be.
bottle.
Right.
You only have to go. It's not like anyone's forcing anybody to do anything. If you wanted to go there and do fucking nothing, no one's going to bother
But
you.
yeah,
nobody will
This is
bother
just
you.
like
But I
any
want to
other.
push myself while I'm there.
So just sleep with your shoes off,
Okay.
so they don't fuck with you.
What?
If you sleep with your shoes on, they fuck with you?
They might.
Well, because that's a sign of someone that passed out compared to someone that just went to sleep.
Yeah, they might fuck with you. They
Really?
might.
That's a thing.
I don't know.
What if I'm wearing clown shoes?
But why?
I don't know.
They just don't like people to sleep with their shoes on.
I don't know, dude. It's just a thing, and I don't know if it's like more so to like random people as much, but like more so people that you do know. But yeah, no, people might fuck with you a little bit.
Now, what if
like I had my shoes on and I fell asleep and somebody had a leaf blower and they leaf blew me to wake me up?
That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
As long as they don't come up and fucking punch me.
Yeah, no, dude, it's not gonna be nothing crazy. They might fuck with you. It'll do like it's a little prank, and you know what, dog? Like you'll be geeking out about it at the end of the day. It's not like they're gonna fuck with you super hard.
Now, what would people say to me if a guy my age with this physique just took his pants and underwear off and walked around for a while with my cock and balls hanging out?
I mean, dude, pretty much.
I'd say to you, put some fucking pants on, asshole.
I'd say, you're not part of the culture. Get out.
And you know what, dude? Like how I feel about it, you know, it's things like that I really think I'm like, you know, kids probably shouldn't like attend the gathering. Because
do kids attend?
Yeah, dude. Like some people will bring their children.
You should
like,
bring children.
I don't think. I wouldn't say that it's bad parenting as long as you're like doing.
No, it's bad parenting.
Like,
it's bad parenting, dude. I ain't gonna back down from that. I feel the same way though. If they took it to a dead show, I feel the same way. Kind of, if they even took it to like a fucking Warped Tour. It's just like it's not.
You'll see all sorts of crazy stuff when you go up to these festivals, and you know what, man? Like all I can say is just as long as you're mindful, and if somebody starts. Like, I don't think anybody would really mind. I don't think nobody really gives a fuck, but some people would. Like, you know, and that's just how it is.
What if I walked by a cop naked? Would he say something to me?
Probably not.
He probably wouldn't. So
probably
they kind of let shit go until it gets violent or scary.
Yeah, dude, as long as you're really not hurting nobody, dog, like, as long as, like... You're not bothering nobody. You're free to do whatever the fuck.
I really think I need to go, and I'm gonna push myself when I get there. You know, I'm gonna do things I normally wouldn't fucking do. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking fry on acid or anything. I've done that already. I'm not gonna do that again. But I'll go up there and suck a whippet or two and show my.
See, I'm not. I probably won't ever do acid again in my life. But that'd be the kind of environment where I would feel comfortable taking mushrooms in and just experience. It'd have to be a light dose. I ain't trying to do some fucking mega dose at the gathering, but just like a light dose to get me the giggles and stuff, so I can walk around and be really interested.
Yeah,
I could see that being interesting. But.
So like aside from like the like main like artists and everything, there's a bunch of crazy artists that go up there every year, and you know like the COVID gathering or whatever was very light, but they're getting better every year with their lineup. And you know,
some of those bands were good.
And not only that, they have amazing like different things to keep you entertained. Like they have raves in like circus tents.
Yeah, they got raves, they got wrestling.
Yeah, dude.
They got, hardcore wrestling.
Dude, no. So I went to the Juggalo wrestling. I fucking love the JCW stuff. So when I went up there last year, they had a cage match. And with that cage match, they also had sparks that they were shooting whenever you would hit the cage. And it was
so
it was
supposed
wild.
To look electric, like the cage was electrified or something like that.
Yeah. And then the night before that, they had 1,000 thumbtacks and also the light tubes that you had to break over each other's
like
heads.
These kind of light tubes, and they smack.
Exactly like the ones.
Particle dust goes up in the air. It's just glass and shit. You're breathing that in.
I'm talking 1,000 of them.
That's
bro.
insane.
And that's people like it's a like tag me in, jump in, and then after that, then there was like 4 or 5 people doing it, and then next thing you know, like they had like they have like little things where you can all like get in there and fucking brawl and wrestle and shit like that. Like, but like they primarily just do like the wrestling and everything.
Right.
It just really
because
depends.
We have to wrap this up. I do have one question.
What's your question?
Is that fucking retarded kid from YouTube? Is he like a hero? The kid who jumps on microwaves and stuff.
He's not a
superhuman.
Oh, Superhuman?
Yeah.
I have a picture with Superhuman.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude. I actually, you know, man, I wish that. Yeah, here, I'll.
Does
pull it
he
up
go
right
every
now.
year to the gathering?
Actually, no. His first year was
celebrity.
going, and I had. Here, wait. Let me pull.
I think he's a juggalo, though.
No, he 100% is a juggalo, but I'm saying he's a celebrity up there. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely, I have videos of him doing the stunt show like while there.
fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And not once has he ever jumped on anything that he didn't lay on the ground go, oh, my back, my wrist.
Yeah, see, like, look.
He ever does it. Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Super human.
Look.
Yeah, you showed me.
There he is.
Yeah, no, he's a really good dude. I actually bought his chain that he has. Like, he has a fuck this shit chain. And he had a tent.
I told you, man, I almost bought his shirt the
other.
other day. He has some great shirts online, but they're $30 a piece plus some shipping. I'm like, man, I can't pay $35 for a t-shirt.
He also does hot sauce and different stuff.
He does hot sauce?
Yeah, bro, he makes his own hot
of course.
sauce.
So he's making some money then.
I mean,
He's not rich, but he's making a little money.
He's making a couple bucks, yeah, I'm sure. He probably makes decent money out of just YouTube because he gets so many hits for those videos. Those get shared big time.
Yeah, he's also like, I don't know, man. I hope he's doing good.
Is he slow?
I don't know. He might be. I really couldn't tell you. I'm sure he's like, I couldn't speak.
Just
for
good,
him.
yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I bet you he's not good at times tables. I'm just saying. But either way, he fucking cracks me up, and I love the dude. And I will buy the shirt eventually. I just had a bad month financially. I will get that shirt because it is a sweet one.
He has a website?
Superhumor is the man. Yeah, he is.
Or I
I
can
think
just
it's
go
just
to
superhuman.com, but it's 2 N's, I believe.
Oh, okay.
At the end. I think that's the only difference. All right, man, we do got to go. Until next time, let's get a little whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. There you go.
I want one from you.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share.